me, I have Alan Bast, and I also have Jackson Rawadi. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Just making it through the day.
Yeah, trying to keep cool. Now, Jackson. You're a member of the soccer team at Lexington Catholic, aren't you?
Yes, we actually had tryouts yesterday and today, and I made the varsity team.
Oh, fantastic! Congratulations.
Thank you.
But what year are you going into?
I will be a sophomore.
Sophomore. You made the varsity squad.
Wow.
That's fantastic. Congratulations. The reason why I have these two fine gentlemen with me is Alan actually came to me, what was that, about a month ago?
Yeah, thereabouts.
and asked me, said, Deacon Tony, would you be willing to be a facilitator for myself and Jackson in a project we're doing for the Boy Scouts? And explain the project a little bit, Alan.
It's for the Pope Pius XII Catholic religious emblem. It's for older Boy Scouts and venturing Scouts. It's a medal that we can get it, and it's a purple knot that goes on our uniform that shows that we're Catholics.
Okay, can non-Catholics also try to get this award too, or?
They get different ones. There are for each faith. There is a different medal, and for a different age group within that faith.
But they're not all going through the Pope Pius. Just the Catholics are going through the Pope Pius XII.
Just the older, just 15 and above Catholics, Boy Scouts go through that.
Okay, and I've been actually very impressed. I got the facilitator's manual. I've been very impressed by what this is teaching. What have you gotten out of this so far, Jackson?
I've learned a little bit more than I know already about the Catholic Church, and it's not all talking about God. It's also talking about like friendships and relationships you have with your friends and family, and how important that is, and how there's different friendships out there, and the difference between a friendship and like an acquaintanceship.
Hey, you remember that. That was good. That was good. That's one of the things we went over in the last chapters. You guys we're what, about halfway through it, maybe?
Yeah, around halfway through.
Just about. We lost a week there at July 4th weekend, but we're just about halfway through. Alan, what have you thought of the course so far?
It's very interesting. There's a lot of, like, we're about to be doing like an interview with different people about their vocations. Yes. That's one of the main focuses of the program. It's about your vocation.
Yeah, I think you guys found out though too when I asked you who would you want to be right now, and then you got to thinking about with vocations. It's it really makes you think when you start to think about that personal vocation. It's like, well, is this really what I want to be? And gets you thinking. So, what Boy Scout troop are you with in Winchester?
We're both with 56. Our Scoutmaster's Clay Rose. Okay,
Clay Rose. I know Clay Rose very, very well. My son Ted was in the same Troop 56. In fact, I have a Troop 56 shirt at home. I probably should have worn that today. But now, how far are you guys both going to try to go towards Eagle Scout?
Yes, we both are. I'm currently a Life Scout, and Jackson, you're a Star Scout.
Now, what's a Life Scout?
It's the one right below Eagle Scout.
Okay. Now, is that judged based on how many merit badges you've earned so far, or how's that Life Scout? I mean, how is that classification done?
There's different ranks. It starts out with Scout, then Tenderfoot, then Second Class, then First Scout Class, then Star, then Life, then Eagle. Earlier on, there's no merit badges needed. It's more about how many nights you've gone camping, different knots, personal fitness routines you have to do, different knots you have to know. But later on, it's more about the merit badges and different leadership positions that you've held within the troop.
Okay, and Jackson, which rank are you right now?
I'm Star rank, which is right below Life. And as you get further and further up in the ranks, closer towards Eagle, you actually have to wait a certain period of time before you can actually advance in rank. So I'm a Star rank, and that means I have to wait 4 months before I can even have a board review to become Life, which my closest is the board review in October.
Oh, okay. So what did they end up doing with you, Alan, to become Life Scout with the board? How did they interview you?
Basically, you go before the troop committee and they interview you about how basically they look over all of your credentials basically for wanting to be Life or Star, and they look over that and they ask you about this to make sure that you've done everything. They ask, like, for different merit badges, why you selected the different merit badges. They also ask you about
how you think the troop's going along, how are you doing, are you feeling comfortable, and stuff like that. It's fairly relaxed.
Oh, that sounds kind of nervous to me.
Yeah, you're nervous, but they don't try to make you be nervous.
Okay. What do you say, Jackson? I mean, have you minded going through these interviews?
Yeah, I actually haven't thought it's been that bad at all. They've basically just checking up on me because once you get into Boy Scouts, you're not, I guess you could call it babied anymore. You pretty much have to do everything on your own. You don't have someone watching every step you make. You have to do it on your own. So it's pretty nice for someone to check up on you and ask what you think of certain things and how you're doing.
Well, and I got to commend Clay Rose. He does a fantastic job with your troop.
Yes,
because
he does.
I do know him personally since he was Ted Scoutmaster. And Ted only just did it for 1 year and then decided to do other things in high school. But I do know that if you get the rank of Eagle, that carries some weight, further on in your life.
You can get a lot of scholarships for it.
Yeah, and I used to do some HR work a long time ago with Cargill. And I do know I had one candidate come in and interview with me, and I noticed on his resume he put right on there that he was an Eagle Scout, and that made that much. That was just that much more impressive. So, Alan, about how long do you have to go to get your Eagle?
Basically, I'm at the hardest part, my Eagle project. I've ran into some stumbling blocks. I was going to be doing my Eagle project for St. Agatha, but there's been a turnover in who's being principal.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's started to fall through, but I'm looking to start it back up. I want to get it before I'm a senior.
Okay.
That's my current goal.
And what are you right now?
I'm a junior.
Okay, and Jackson goes to Lexington Catholic. You go to George Rogers Clark.
Yeah, in
correct?
Winchester. That's the public high school in Winchester.
Okay. How is it with you being how many? Because there's not a whole lot of Catholics there. I mean, how is that?
It's very interesting.
I mean, do people ask you why do Catholics do this stuff
all
like that?
the time? I took AP European History last year.
Oh, okay.
And the Catholic Church was deeply involved with, during the Renaissance and all during European history, they've been very involved. And so I was able to explain certain stuff that non-Catholics wouldn't know, like what a parish is and stuff like that.
Okay. If you have questions for Alan or Jackson, you can call in at 866-403-1380. Again, that's 866-403-1380. Jackson, do you have anything to add? How's things over at Lexington Catholic? You like it over there?
Yeah, I thought it was a nice jump from a small school like St. Agatha to Lexington Catholic because I didn't go in there knowing every single person, so it was better because I got to meet a whole lot of new people and have some new friends.
And how far are you from Eagle being a star rank? Is what you have? How far are you from it?
Well, at the pace I'm going and at the rate I want to go, I want to have my Eagle achieve the Eagle rank by around next May.
Okay.
Before going into junior year.
And I need to explain to the audience, part of the reason you're here today is because of this project that you're doing with the Pope Pius the 12th. You have to do a service project, and you did the first part of that service project when you went around with me and did communion calls. What did you think of that?
That was very eye-opening to me because most of the people we went to were in their state of living was they had very bad health and they could die within weeks or months or even days.
Yeah.
And it was just eye-opening that the people still wanted to receive the Holy Sacrament even though they couldn't go to church. They still found the time in their day from being a little under the weather, and they had time in their day for Deacon Tony to come around and give them the sacrament.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys coming, and I commend you on everything you're doing. Again, good luck with everything, and we'll continue on with the course and finish that up. You guys have anything last things to say?
No, not really.
Okay.
It was a joy being on
Again,
here.
that's Alan Bates and Jackson Awadi. And we're going to go ahead and go to a break. This is Diocese Live, your Catholic show on your Catholic station. Real Life Radio, 1380, Nicholasville, Lexington.
Good afternoon. You're listening to Diocese Live, your Catholic show on your Catholic station, Real Life Radio 1380. Leo's out for the day, and Deacon Tony